Disclaimer before all of you have actually people come. This is just a complete theory, so don't start attacking anyone or me just because of a simple theory. Theory. Anyways, let me begin the video. Good morning, good evening, and good night. So Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we at the time of me writing this script are 4 waves through the booster course pass, with wave 5 to come soon. We only have 16 tracks of this left. So there will obviously be Datamined in this video just to get that done with. So you have 5 seconds to leave. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Anyways, now that that's done, we all know with the music and prefix leak that sadly, the last GBA course is going to be Sunset Wilds. However, I have made up a theory in which GBA Bowser Castles 4 might actually be the last GBA course we could be seeing. Now keep in mind I am not 100% sure about this. It could very well be a Nitro. But watch the whole video to see the theory and figure out if GBA BC4 could be the last GBA track. But before that we need to discuss some leaks for some context. Now first of all is the most reliable leak, the prefix leak. Now this leak alongside the banner leak, which you'll talk about later, was discovered back when Wave 1 released. So these leaked all of the remaining booster course pass prefixes. Now for Wave 2 these were 100% accurate. They were in the same place, however with Waves 3, 4 and probably 5, these have been shuffled around. The most notable thing being Maple Tree Way and Bangkok Rush were pushed back. How do we know that these tracks got pushed back? Well, it's the music leak. A leak discovered in Wave 2. So these revealed where some tracks could go because there were short prefetches of them. The reason we knew where they placed was the file name. For example, Peach Garden's name is CNSW32, which basically means that the first number is the wave it appeared in and the second which placement it is. So Peach Gardens was meant to be the second track of Wave 3. And this also lines up with the prefix leak. However, things got jumbled up and it got placed as the second track in the Moon Cup. However, in game the file name is still 32. However, in getting off topic, so let me go to the main focus. The prefix and banner leak again. Now basically, there was set to be 4 GBA tracks. Wave 2 was Snowland, Wave 3 was Blue Lake, Wave 4 was Riverside, and Wave 5 will be Sunset Wilds. Now how are we sure it's going to be Sunset Wilds? Well, the music leak also had a short prefetch of Sunset Wilds being CNSW53. Plus it has been spotted in the banner leak multiple times. So you would think with all of this proof that Sunset Wilds is the last GBA track, considering there isn't any spot for anything else. Well, let us go to the next section of this video, Mario Kart Tour. So Mario Kart Tour is its own mobile game with tracks in it which shuffle every 2 weeks. Now if it is obvious enough, yes, I put Vine Booms in between all of these. All of Mario Kart 8 Deluxe's content is ported directly from Mario Kart Tour. If you look at Wave 1 especially, the difference is not that hard to tell apart. However, over time, the booster course pass tracks have been getting better and better, and so have Tour remakes. For example, 3D's Rainbow Road looked very bad in Tour and it got a big glow up. Now you know how I talked about the fact that Mario Kart Tour cycles its tracks every 2 weeks. Well, there was a certain tour some months ago, which may or may not be revolutionary to Mario Kart Tour. And 8 Deluxe, in fact, that tour has brought me to this video. If you can't tell what I'm talking about, it is the Bowser Tour. Now the Bowser Tour has happened sometime this year, and it was a pretty big tour. Now we all remember the Vanilla Lake versus Bowser Castle debate which faded away. And that was because of since Bowser Castle 3. Compared to other since tracks, this might have been the biggest since glow up ever. And in talking about the whole of Mario Kart, there's lots of elevation, there are piranhas, lots of pots, an ambitious atmosphere. This would be perfect for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. However, there is one certain track that they hit in this tour. GBA Bowser Castles 4. Now if you look at the other Bowser Castles, you may not see anything special. Bowser Castle 1 is way too simple, GBA BC2 has that awful remake in Mario Kart DS, and Bowser Castle 3 used to look good until Mario Kart Tour also ruined it. However, in all of these 4 Bowser Castles, there was one very ambitious one compared to all of the rest of the tracks in Super Circuit. The 4th one, when you look at this layout you know it's going to be hard. Lots of sharp turns and lots of things like Mecha Koopas and much more. There was also a giant Bowser Bomb which is scary as if something bad could happen. There are lava bubbles, speed ramps, pots. For Super Circuit this was a lot for a single track, so after years and years, it finally appeared in Mario Kart Tour. Now at first no one was hyped cause we all thought this would be the same as the rest of the Bowser Castles, just plain and boring. But then we see this, pinballs, lots of elevation, stairs, an extreme amount of shortcuts, fire bars, a different starting line, lots of jumps, dash panels, a glider cut, a path where you're just above the lava, another glider, there's even more. Remember how I was talking about the bomb in the original? Well, now the castle is completely broken, as if the bomb activated, and well, that is about it. For what it is, this track is amazing in Mario Kart Tour, but you see how much effort is put in this track, and everything I just talked about, well, because of that, I have a theory that there is much more to this track rather than just Mario Kart Tour. You see, let me move on to the theory. Could Bowser Castle 4 actually come to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe? Well, now hear me out on this. Now first, let's look at ambitious course remakes in Mario Kart Tour or courses with changes that most likely are coming to the Booster Course Pass. Now I already talked about since BC3 and how that had a glow up as if it was a GBA track. Tuba Cake got a retexture for the worse and also has a short tune at the beginning of the underwater section. DK Mountain had a whole Rex texture and is scaled bigger. Daisy Cruiser, although the same, got a nice looking Mario Kart Tour, and Mushroom Bridge redded its shortcuts from the DS. Now most of these are small changes, however looking at GBA Bowser Castle 4, it got a very big redesign and even some lore behind it. However, as pointed with the prefix leak, there might not be a chance. However, now let's go back to Mario Kart Tour's Datamined tracks. Now if you don't know, Dataminders around a year ago found Datamined names for tracks and some assets for them. Now let us look for the list of these tracks. There is Mob DK, Mob BR, Mob MU, Mob MD and Mob NU. Now on this list, let's figure out what some tracks are. But let's also remove some. First of all, I will remove Mob NU because I am 100% sure it was a test for Piranha Plant Cove. It has a Marie asset, which is even labeled test, plus I highly doubt two Nitros would have a Marie in them. Currently all of the Nitros in Mario Kart Tour have all been unique. And considering test assets, I will also remove Mob MU, which I think could be a test for Mob DK or BR, which you'll explain later. Now as for something I'm 100% sure on, it's that Mob BR is a bathroom. First of all, Mob bathroom, and second of all of the assets point to a bathroom. Rubber ducks, bath bombs, clotheslines, effervescence and more. I will be so surprised if this is anything but a bathroom. Mob DK on the other hand is much harder. Now you may think it's DK Jungle, but that wouldn't be it since it would have been 3D's DK. The Mob and the Mob stand for mobile, like Mobile Hill Climb. So you may think the next option is a Donkey Kong track. Now that is something I doubt since there's no way the tour devs went, yeah, let's call this Mob Donkey Kong. It doesn't even give a detailed explanation. For example, if it was based on a temple from DK, it'd be Mob DT as in not Deep Marais Trench, but instead DK Temple. Merry Mountain is Hill Climb, not Mountain. Now you guys will now go Sarasaland aka Mob Daisy Kingdom because it'll appear in a tour full of Daisy and dessert tracks. Well, first of all, we can't take that for granted because you can't just predict the tracks in a tour from like 2 months. So you'll say, but all Daisy and dessert tracks ID got bigger the same time Mob DK did. Well, that doesn't work either considering it wasn't just Daisy and dessert tracks. Plus it misses out on Yoshi dessert. So the last reliable one is Mob Dark Kingdom. Now this could work since you know, Half-Pipes and Mob MU could kinda be Mega Koopa Underpass or something like that. But Dessert Kingdom also works in case they want a dessert track. Plus another reason I don't think it's Sarasaland is because of, well, Daisy Cruiser in Wave 6, which you'll discuss some other time. However, it may feel weird that would have a whole kind of Bowser Castle, in a way Nitro, but not it actually being a Bowser Castle, so to an extent, it could be Dessert Kingdom. And it would feel weird that the second to last track in the BCP is a dessert, so you see where I'm going with this. A Bowser Castle and then a Rainbow Road. Plus look at all the games. DS has BC2. We had BC3 and the 3Ds has BC1. So theoretically 8 Deluxe can have BC4. Now this is all still a theory. However, it's one I've been thinking of. Now anyways, this is a theory which I'm not 100% on but could still work in a way. Sure, Nintendo is betraying a track for the prefix leak, but the fact that Wave 6 could have 3 Nitros is weird. This is the only exception where they wouldn't follow the prefix leak. Now I am only 50-50 it's on GBA BC for coming, however it's still a possibility. Anyways, that's the whole video, so be sure to join my Discord for more sneak peeks, there's also some things there. And be sure to subscribe to my channel and like this video for more. Anyways, goodbye you pinballers and go play Mario Kart.